Welcome back to Wepner Farms Productions. It's another not great day. We had a lot of pit issues in the past, and they're back. So that's kind of the game plan today, is to fix that. Oh, Big Ricky, he's got his delete done and his Dodge Ram. Let's hear it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Uh-oh, he's coming out. We got little Ricky driving a semi for the first time ever. It's his dying wish to drive a semi, so I told him he could drive it across the road. See if he can get her done. This is scary. What a show. All right, time to get serious with our business here. All right, so I don't really want to do this, but this is what we're gonna do. So there's a hole on this end of the heifer barn pit. We don't ever use this hole. It's actually covered in corn stalks and plastic and stuff to insulate during the winter time. But my plan right now, since we need to get that freestall barn pit empty, we can't go on the fields because they're too wet, and I don't want to set the dumpster again to go straight into the slurry store because that's kind of a pain in itself. So we're gonna bring the tanker around here, dump it in this hole, and then there's a pump on the other side. We're gonna use that to pump it to the slurry store. So this pit is a little bit smaller than the freestall barn pit. I think there's like 25 loads in that pit, tanker loads, and this holds like 20, so it's not all gonna fit. So I don't know. I'm gonna get this hole opened up, and then we'll be able to take the tanker around. We'll dump it in this hole and then pump it out from there. But on top of that, we got to get a slat out of the barn, throw a prop in there, get that agitating, because I'm sure there's solids in the center again like we dug out, and we don't really want to bring the excavator in to dig it out again. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I don't exactly know where it's broke or what is going on with the pit, but it will not pump to the slurry store, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Pit's opened up. That was probably the easiest project we had today. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit. I don't know. We've dumped in this hole before. It's not the prettiest thing. If you line it up just right, you get most of it to go in, but does not all go in. I think I'm probably gonna try to. That plastic has got like crap on it, so kind of want to rip it out just so that it doesn't get covered in more shit. I don't know. It's a mess back here. I know. Our next task here is prepping to pull a slat out. Solids tend to build up in here, so we're just gonna try to eliminate that right away. Big Ricky is going to get a prop. I don't know if I said that, but that's why he was leaving. Beginning of the video is because he is headed to get a neighbor's 3-point prop. We're going to drop that in the pit here, so we need to get Slat out. I'm looking for a metal hook that should be here somewhere. Usually it's hanging there, so I don't Oh, there it is. Hello? I don't see it. I need to find it. We got our hook. I need to find, here's the edge and there's the edge. So center is right here. So we're gonna try and get this chain to go around through. So let's adjust your view here. Manure is only a couple feet from the top. Answer. Hello? Yep. Yeah. Right now, I am trying to get this chain through. I got it through. Alright. I didn't really tell him the plan. I just told him what was going on. Alright, we got one chain through. It didn't go too terribly bad. And I got another short chain over there. I don't think it's gonna be long enough, so we're gonna have to find another chain. Seem to be on a shortage of chains around here for some reason. But get that one pulled through, do the same thing, and then we'll hopefully be ready to pull these out. Big Ricky's got the prop here. It is not actually at all what I was envisioning it, but it does not have a PTO. He thought that PTO we had was going to be right, and it didn't seem to be right, so I don't know. He's looking for something else, I guess. I'm going to start pumping some poop, get something going at least. I don't know. He says it's going to fit. No one else has faith in him. Maybe we should have faith, maybe we shouldn't. But yeah, not going good for the prop though. It was a good idea, and if it works, it's still a good idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So this thing about ready to move. We're gonna get a few loads out of there. There's like 25 loads, I think, something like that, in there that we're gonna have to get out. So I mean, there's manure to move. First load going up. You gotta back the truck up just a little bit. It's still squaring up a little bit, but it's a lot better than what it was. I have to get the trailer backed in a little different next time, I think. It's a real tricky spot to back in here. Not really ideal, but also not really intended to be pumping out of here either. So we'll get this loaded up. First load has been loaded. We will get in the truck, take it over to the heifer barn. Oh, we're still missing the hole. A little guidance would have been a little bit nicer than what we got going on now. I have just made a complete mess. Complete mess. Tanker's probably just about unloaded. Once we know where we gotta be, it'll be easier, but getting it there seems to be a problem. Yep, that's wonderful. Something is not right here. We definitely cannot do that every load. That is not good. I know we can put it in there without making a mess because I've done it before. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong here. the pipe was tilted a little too far to begin with. It was shooting it too far down. Now I raised the pipe up and it's still not quite making it to the hole. I don't know if I have to be actually up on that concrete, but I don't remember ever pulling on the concrete before. So I'm a little bit flustered and a little bit frustrated right now. But we'll get her. If anything, I guess we got a piece of steel, like rough steel, we put on that pipe to make it a little longer. We might just have to put that on, which isn't the end of the world. We could probably leave it on, doing it here, maybe. But then there's that bunk in the way too, so I don't know. We'll have to try to do a better job next time, because I think that's about all the more spillage we can do before we have issues. So we better straighten up our act a little bit. This is a lot more sensible, a lot better the second time. We got her dialed now. We do gotta drive on the concrete. So we're gonna need to pump this pit pretty soon, because we're getting to be probably about 4 feet from the top. So we'll have to find another track to put on that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep hauling loads over. I guess when the pit's empty, I don't know who's gonna go in there. It sounds like I'm going in there. Dad's not here, so it's Big Ricky and I and Grandpa, and little Ricky is cleaning. Should be cleaning rye right now. He was cleaning wheat for cover crop seeds. So yeah, we'll just keep hauling these till the pit's empty, and then we'll have to go in there and see what's really wrong. I think we're about 10 loads in. I haven't honestly been really keeping track, but time to see what the pit looks like. By now, at least last time we did this, we were seeing solids, so hoping that's not the case. Hoping that there's no solids in here, but I don't know if that's gonna be too much to ask. We're getting down a ways, long ways to go to the bottom. We're making progress. That pit over there, I think this is the last load we're gonna be able to put over there. Agitator is agitating. This whole pit is moving, so that's a positive. Okay, so it's just a matter of getting to the bottom. I know why it looks like it's running in there, because it is. Pile of solids. That's a problem. Need all that manure to run in here. And it's not, because there's a dam. It's moving! Might get somewhere. We really need to get that wall out of there, otherwise we're gonna have big problems. The day that just keeps on getting better. We're gonna pull out slats. I know I talked about pulling them out at the beginning of the video. Never pulled them out because that agitator prop never ended up working out. But now we got an 8-foot pump. It's an 8-foot pit, so hopefully the pump will work to agitate that. We're gonna take some solids out with the excavator, dump it on the spreader, and hopefully use that 8-foot pump to agitate those solids in the center, get the pit empty. Pretty sure we discovered where it's apart. There's a coupling that we spliced it together with originally, or when they were here last time, and we think that's apart. So they're gonna have to come back and fix that, but we need to get the pit empty so that someone can go down in there and fix it. But I got, yes! Broke string, wonderful. Gosh. All right, this is not ideal. I'm gonna just fix this quick and then we'll get back to you. Live, laugh, love. Watch there not be enough string that will really make my day. And we are back together. Should be ready to rock and roll. Cow's walking in. Guess she didn't need to get milked. Alright, hopefully that's fixed. I don't have time to watch my milk, so guess we'll find out in about 20 minutes. Back to it. This scene is way more familiar than I prefer it to be. Pulling slats. Love it. Should be a good time. We're wondering if concrete expands in the summertime. We had these slats out like 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. And they actually came out pretty easy this time. They're not even budging. We got maybe a 1/4 inch out of this one, 1/8 inch out of that other one. All we're doing is breaking the slats really at this point. We can't get them out. It's not good. Tried all 4 of them now. Super fun times in the neighborhood. Struggling. This one's, I can't even say it's kind of coming out, but we've moved it. This side's up like an 1/8 inch. That side, maybe an inch. Getting the big payloader, gonna try that. Busting up our concrete pretty quick here, so that's not ideal. And I don't know how well they're gonna go in after we get them out. That might be the next problem, but I don't know. Big Ricky went all the way around them with the Sawzall. I don't know if it truly made a difference, but they're coming out a little more than they did before, so I don't know. Shove this side back down.
Oh, the payloader's not getting off the ground.
Really? Shove this side back down.
Shove it down a little bit.
We got one slat out. This one does not want to budge. So we're gonna back the spreader in, big Big Ricky is coming with it. Maybe right there. Right. Oh, right there. Right there. He's gonna back that in. We're gonna dig a hole here, and then Grandpa's running after a fitting for that 10-foot 8-inch pump we picked up that we didn't have a cap for. It doesn't have a cap on it, so it literally shoots straight up in the air. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Hopefully Grandpa will come back and we'll be able to make a cap for that, and then hopefully be able to agitate this is really the best we got right now, because we essentially have a dam here that is holding all the liquid on one side of the pit, and we need all the liquid to go from that side to that side so we can pump it out. So it's a real ordeal here. Not a good time. So hopefully a spreader comes in here and we'll get this dug out. You greased it all already? Yep. 3 of them? Yep. All right. Oh, it spins. That's good. Shout out to Erickson Dairy for lending this to us, because this is our last resort, basically. Hopefully it works how we want it to. You gotta make a cap for that, because we don't have an 8-inch cap, and they didn't either. So we'll make that and then hopefully drop her in the pit. And then we're gonna use this gun over here that was moving before. Yeah, she moves. And we're gonna hopefully blow those solids up out of there, ideally. So stay tuned, we'll be back. Moment of truth. Going down. Seems to be working. On the ground. I am very pleased to see that that is working. Seems to be moving stuff around. This tanker is full yet from whenever we filled it. Heifer barn is pretty much full, so that's got to get pumped. I got the PTO for that on the back of this and the clamp for it because they share a clamp. This is beeping at me, and Grandpa's hauling those manure solids away that we dug out with the excavator. So hopefully we are going to get those solids broke up and we'll be able to pump the rest of that pit. Got to get the heifer barn empty and then we'll be able to keep pumping out of here. I don't know if we're going to keep working at it tonight. If we get those slats back in, that'd be a good deal. So we're just going to keep agitating everything for a while and see what we can do. Last load for today. Gotta put that slat back in. The pit down to about 4 inches, 5 inches or so, give or take. Got a little pile of solids there, right where the pump pit, or the pit pump is, the pump that we fill this with by our sump. And that's kind of holding the rest of it back from going in. Be nice to get that all to drain so that when they go in to fix that, it's dry and not full of manure. But found out that 45, or there's a 45 in the back of the pit that the line pumps through, and it broke like in half. That 45 did, so that's our problem. So we're gonna need a new 45. I don't know. That was brand new, so I don't know what they're gonna do to fix that or make sure it lasts longer than 5-6 months, because that is not ideal to be doing this. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got for today. Just gotta get everything put together and put away. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.